как СПРН получает сигнал о ракетном нападении, с нашей стороны в воздухе оказываются сотни наших ракет. Остановить их невозможно. Но это все-таки ответный. Что это значит? Это значит, что падение головных частей ракет противника на территорию Российской Федерации неизбежно. Они все равно упадут. Правда, от противника ничего не останется, потому что перехватить сотни ракет невозможно. И вот это, конечно, сдерживающий фактор. Серьезно сдерживающий фактор. Но если противник считает потенциально, что возможно использование теории превентивного удара, а мы нет, то все-таки это нас заставляет задуматься о тех угрозах, которые нам создаются такого рода идеями в сфере обороны других стран.
Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Krokadash. That's all praises to the world-class God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem being the name, and Yahushai being the name of the only begotten Son. I also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the awful light preaching his word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Tazabah in the Great Millstone, Arizona camp, Lord will, with another video to edify. And hey, there you got it. Right? I ain't really got no precepts prepared, but there you have it. This is a prophecy coming to pass. The Lord is stirring up Russia, that old spirit in them, that Soviet Union, Russian spirit, man. Right? And he's talking about hundreds of warheads. Really, it's going to be thousands of warheads. Right? But first off, I want to say, call hello, Yahweh, Bashim, Shai, Bashim, Karkadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, peace, mercy, soul, for life, goodness, word, and truth and sincerity. Hey, let's get into some precepts, man, because, hey, prophecy's going to pass. This is what the brother had on the screen. I got to start up on this, actually. Isaiah 13 goes through a lot. Isaiah 13:1, it says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift up the banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Right? And this is what's happening now. Right? Brothers are shaking their hand. We brought out all of this devil's wickedness, man. Even with this whole, when he brought out the juicy juice, when he brought out the shot, we told the people, we told them that we're not taking it, right? And down the line, now certain things are happening, and there's no explanation. Well, if a person is diligent in their thought process, you see there has to be an explanation, right? So not only that, we told you about how this devil's monetary practices work. We told you that he's sitting there, this whole world economic forum, what it's set up to do. Right? So things are getting hot and heavy in the spirit, man. This devil's been told about himself, and the world knows about him. I have commanded my sanctified ones, and who's that? The Israelites, the prophets among them, actually. I've called also my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Is to talk about us, the brothers, the elders and apostles, the brothers preaching the word, the ones that believe, right? We rejoice in the Most High's highness, right? Now, here it starts going into the mystics. This is the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like it's a great people, a tumultuous noise. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. Yahweh host must at the host of the battle, because this is talking about World War III, man. The Lord is about to gather all these nations up for World War III. The Lord is going to make sure that these nations get ready. In Russia, right, is getting those hooks. Let's get that and we'll come back to this. Right? Put in their jaw. Right? This is Ezekiel 38:4. I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth with all, and it says, in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sort of armor, even a great company with buckler and shield, all of them handling the swords. And this is what the Lord is doing in Russia. When you go to the first verse of that, Ezekiel 38, it goes into Gog and Magog, which talks about Russia. And not only does the U.S. have to worry about Russia, but you got to worry about Iran, all the allies of Russia. And those allies are powerful, man. And you go to the book of Revelation, it says, who can make war with the beast? Well, not one of these nations can sit here and operate to actually sit here and put up a battle against America, but you get enough of these so-called little guys together, and they can get this devil a run for his money, man. Right? So you got Russia, Iran, right? South Africa. Who else? You got Turkey's gonna get into that. You got China. Major players are getting involved. And now with these whole threats about whether or not they're gonna sit here and shoot missiles on Russia, well, now they're coming out straight out. Y'all shoot anything over here, we gonna send some stuff back. Right? It says they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Right? And what are the weapons of the Lord's indignation? The Lord said right? He said he was going to whet his glittering sword. Let's get that. It's in the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 32:41. It says, if I whet my glittering sword in my hand, take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, those missiles, right? And my sword shall devour flesh, right? Does the sword actually devour flesh? This is an allegory, man. This is an allegory, right? There is a type of sword, right, that can devour flesh, and those are those ICBM missiles, man. This is what's getting prepared. The Lord's going to burn America off the face of the earth, man. This shit can't be allowed to go, right? The Lord gave it to this devil's hand to be able to sit here and literally just straight up destroy Jake so much, right? And this devil went far above and beyond. There ain't shit holy in this land anymore. There ain't nothing holy in the world. Nothing that is counted as sacred in this world anymore, man. Family structure's messed up. Women are just straight up destroyed, man. Right? Under this false perception of love of the love of these women, the children are fucking destroyed. Right? You go into the scriptures, wickedness is essentially compounding interest, bro. Every generation it gets worse. Right? Every generation does worse than the last, man. And it's so bad now that the next generation is going to be goddamn, bro. So America has to be destroyed. The Lord has to burn this place up. There's no other option, man. And the Lord's going to save the elect out of here. It says, verse 42 says, I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain of the captives, from the beginning of vengeance upon the enemy. So this is what's going to happen upon the beginning of vengeance of the enemy. Right? The Lord is, the scriptures tell you to spare You get it. This is Jeremiah 50 and started 13. It says, because of the wrath of Yahweh it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. Right? The Lord said what? Because of the wrath of the Lord, right? This place is going to be wholly desolate, completely destroyed. The Lord said what? He said, he that turneth away from sin should make himself a prey. And the Lord saw this and he was angry, man. Every time you speak a righteous word in this place is met with disdain and pushback. You can call yourself anything in this world. You can choose to be anything in this devil's kingdom. But the moment the so-called Negroes, Hispanic, and Native Americans call themselves Israelites, the whole world come against you. You know, the Lord's going to destroy this place because of this, man. Kids defiled. Women defiled. Relationships messed up. No marriage is set up sacred or holy. Right? These women don't even love it. Hey, in the scriptures, right? You go into the scriptures, a mother had to tell her son to not give up thy strength to a woman, because back then that's when women really loved their kids. That they told them, hey, you know, this is really how women can be. So don't give your strength unto a woman. Hey, they no longer do that, man. Men no longer want to be manly. Nobody has a standard. This shit has to go, bro. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows. For she has sinned against Yahweh. Shout against her round about. She had given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her as she had done. Do unto her. Right? The Lord is saying, as this place is done, do unto her. Has not America gone throughout all these nations, bombing them to hell? Well, the time's coming where the Lord's going to ensure that all these heathen are able to do unto you. And the heathen are going to get it too. Russia ain't going to go out. Right? Russia is a nation full of Edomites too, man. Bunch of Edomites there just as well. Russia's doing the same shit America does, lifting himself up in his brigandine. You watch that video and you read the narration, right? What do you say? He said Russia has missiles as you can't stop. He's lifting himself up in the brigandine. So you can tell they're Edomites too. Them niggas ain't fucking innocent. The Lord is just using them to destroy America, Babylon the Great, where all the wickedness of the world, you know, where it was pushed out from. It says, shout against her round about. She had given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of Yahweh, take vengeance upon her, as she had done do unto her. Cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For the fear of the oppressing sword they shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one to his own land. Right? So there's going to come a time where people are going to just start leaving America quick. And it's already starting. Right? People see it's not benefiting to actually be here anymore. Right? It ain't safe. Crime's all up. People stealing everything. Right? The women messed up. No family structure. Right? You can't even say anything anymore. So what? The Lord is going to ensure that he burns this place off the face of the earth. It's got to happen. There's no other way. You can't go around it anymore. Right? Can't go around it anymore. This is 2 Peter 3 and Is it 2? So like, yeah, you gotta get this. And 2 Peter 3. 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and all the works therein shall be burnt up. And how is that going to happen? It's going to happen through those thermonuclear missiles, man. Right? All the elements here are going to be burnt up. This is why when you go to Zechariah 13, right? It says, Zechariah 13 and 8. Zechariah 7, it says, awake, O sword, against my shepherd and against the man that is my fellow. Say Yahweh, host, smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered. And I will turn my hand upon the little ones. It says, and it shall come to pass that in the land, say Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, and the third shall be left. No, that's not the one I wanted. It's Zechariah 14. So like, yeah. Zechariah 14 and Zechariah. Yeah, this is Zechariah 14. It's just the plague, Salakia. Yeah, Zechariah 14 and 12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in the holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And how is that going to happen? Right? This is talking about the devouring sword. This is going to talk about those ICBM missiles. This is why Russia's talking about missile strikes, man. This is why these things are getting prepared, because the Lord is getting ready to issue forth his judgment. Right? We almost out of there, man. Pretty soon these things are going to heat up, and the Lord's going to take us out of this place, man. And before he gets us out of here, man, expect great deliverance to happen, man. Shalom.